Rarely have I seen a more beautifully animated film other than Miyazaki's. He is world renowned for having gorgeous animation. Some may say it's a sin to say that there are some better animated films out there. This may upset a few people, but today I review the visually stunning animated film 5 centimeters per second. This film takes place in the early 1990s to present-day Japan, somewhere around the Tokyo and Shinjuku area. Now, before I can go any further, I need to explain to you guys how this movie was made. The film is comprised of 3 short films all together to make one whole movie. It's sort of like 3 episodes in a whole season. The title of the first short film is called Cherry Blossoms, and it tells the story of our main character, Takagi Tono, when he is in elementary school, and he meets this new transfer student named Akari, and they instantly become great friends. Akari becomes really close with Taki, and they form a strong bond, but sadly, after graduating elementary school, Akari must move away to a different city. This affects their friendship in many ways, and after a series of letters, their friendship begins to drift apart. But when Takagi finds out he'll be moving as well, he decides to go visit Akari one last time because the distance between them once they move will be too great to visit each other. So he hops on a train and goes to visit Akari and say his final goodbyes. After being delayed several hours because of a snowstorm in the train, Takagi finally meets up with Akari, and that's pretty much what happens in Act 1. In the second segment, called Cosmonaut, we see Takagi in high school, but he seems very distracted. There's also a new character by the name of Kane Sumida, and she really loves Takagi. But Takagi doesn't really pay her any mind, and they're just really close friends in his eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be known as the friend zone. Anyways, this part of the film really focuses on Takagi and Kane's futures. What do they want to do when they grow up? Also, it shows you how Kane is really head over heels for Takagi and really doesn't do anything about it. To the point where she waits after school around the corner from Takagi's archery practice for him to get out so they can ride home on their scooters together. A little? But Takagi's mind seems to be somewhere else throughout this whole segment of the movie, and we find out why in the last part of this film, called 5 centimeters per second. In this final part of the movie, we see Takagi as a full-grown adult who's living by himself and seems very depressed. We don't know why he's very depressed. Once you watch it, you will understand. But I won't give you away why he is, because in my reviews, I promise spoiler-free reviews, of course. So he's depressed for a certain reason, and that's basically the main gist of the final part. It's hard to say that there was a plot because there really wasn't. It's just basically telling the story of this boy's life and his experiences. And when an anime or movie tends to do this, it usually comes out being boring or just overall bad. This film I feel really did well, and it excelled monumentously at what it was trying to do. I really felt what the main character was feeling most of the time, and the emotional scenes really hit home for me, almost all of them. There are a few animated movies where I have felt really touched by the plot. This is mostly because the main characters in most movies are kind of unrelatable, but I can assure you, in this film, these characters are very relatable to all genders and all ages. The plot was terrific and couldn't have been done better. Now for the characters. As I mentioned before, the characters were really relatable, and not just the main character. The supporting cast was very fleshed out, and all of them can be related by almost anyone. When you have a dynamic and universally relatable cast, you know that this film, or movie, or whatever you're watching, is going to be enjoyable. The sound for this film was really superb, really fitting in all the emotional scenes and everything. I personally am a big fan of jazz and piano music, and the soundtrack for this film was mostly comprised of piano music. So that really fitted my taste well. There is a dubbed version, and I will tell you right now, I did not watch it. I watched the Japanese dub before, and I clicked on the English dub, and I watched 2 minutes of it, and I had to shut it off. The way they speak, it's just not fitting for this genre of an anime. It feels very dry and feels very forced. I did not want to watch that, especially in the emotional scenes. The watch return for this animated film is kind of hard to say really. If you like this genre of slice of life and emotional scenes, then yes, you could probably watch it again. Also taking into consideration that it's only 60 minutes long, it has a very rewatchability. But it's kind of wise if you don't watch it close together again, because a lot of the emotional scenes can wear off and lose its effect on you. Now, some of you are probably wondering why I skipped the animation part. And it's probably the one part I was truly in awe with. My God, I kid you not, my jaw was open in certain scenes. I really felt this animation was gorgeous, and I dare say, better than Miyazaki film. I know, I'm going to get hated for this statement, but I'm going to stick with it, because I truly feel that it surpassed all other animation, especially a Miyazaki film. Okay, listen, guys. At the end of the day, if nothing else seems to interest you, the plot, the characters, the sound, just do it. Just do one thing. Just watch it just for the animation, because I guarantee you guys, you'll be amazed. So in conclusion, the plot was well paced, characters amazing, sound well done, watch return was pretty high, and the animation absolutely gorgeous. With all these details I have pointed out, I can award this animated film what it truly deserves, a 10 out of 10. My God. Guys, please go watch this animated film. It's only 60 minutes long, available on Crunchyroll, dubbed and subbed. So please, just do it for the animation. If you guys don't seem interested at all, just watch it for the animation, because I really enjoyed this film, and I guarantee you guys will be amazed. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Please comment below and let me know what you guys thought about this movie, about this video. If you've seen it already, comment, and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Subscribe if you feel so inclined, because I do come out with a review every weekend. Thanks again, guys, and until next time.